Hello, everyone, and welcome to that Eurovision site, Eurovision with a Slice of Life. I'm Jonathan. Thank you so much for joining us today. So, as national final season gets underway, we are continuing our interview series with artists competing from all over Europe. And today, I am super excited to be joined by the Eesti Laul legend, the lovely Sofia Rubina.
Thank
Eesti Laul,
you.
yes, Eesti Laul is obviously Estonia's national selection, and you can catch her in the semi-final on the 20th of January. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk, Sophia. How are you doing this morning?
Oh, I'm wonderful, you know. I'm so excited about this journey. Again,
Okay.
that's the sixth time our team is competing in Eesti Laul, and before there was Eurovision. This competition was called a little bit different, and the rules been changing over the years, over 20 years. Yeah. So it's always exciting every year. Something new, new cool things are coming up, and rules are changing. So it's interesting for everybody, for team and for performers.
So you
Yeah.
mentioned that this is your sixth time competing in the
Yeah.
competition, whatever, the selection
Yeah,
for.
yeah, selection, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What is it that keeps you coming back?
I think for me, I never create especially, like I would sit in the studio, oh, let me create Eesti Laul. No, I always just create a song what touches my heart, and I just send it out, and let's see, like if the judges picking it up, that means that's the destiny,
Yeah.
and I'll just go with the flow pretty much, so for me, I guess this year is the good year, and we can shine with our vibe, our new
Mm,
vibe. Yeah.
yeah. And so you talked about the changes and the fact that SLL keeps, you know, updating itself and
Evolving,
keeping,
yeah.
yeah, it's a really diverse national final. You know, it's one of the most kind of you got the biggest range of sort of genres, especially your sort of stuff, which is I've noticed changed a lot over your six entries. How
Yeah.
has how have you seen that development in yourself coming back to STL every few years and growing in your career and in yourself?
I feel like every year is different, like we produce so many different styles of music. Yeah. So my
Mm,
main style is actually jazz. So this is like my base, my structure, and I build everything around that. So for me, singing soul music is very natural. Singing soulful house music is very natural. So a lot of projects were connected with these styles over the years. So everything sounds like, you know, logical
mm,
for me. Yeah. So it's like a journey, you're like Super Mario,
yeah,
you're
yeah.
going through the levels, and you're just like, oh, here I can do better. Here I can discover myself. Or let me do that. Let me collaborate with this person, and this year, actually, my sixth album came out. I Am Soul, it's called. And I'm just super happy to see that it's been played in UK recently, in the radios, all over the world. People are discovering my music through different channels, through soulful house, through pop, through soul, through jazz. And this is amazing to see that. And for me, big inspiration actually, in terms of Eurovision songs, were actually Salvador Sobral, who was such a beautiful jazz singer, actually. And he came few times to perform in Estonia, so you can see that every style can shine through, once it reaches the heart of the audience, and you never know what it's going to be, maybe it's going to be soul one year, maybe it's going to be jazz, maybe it's going to be like really like traditional Eurovision song,
Mm.
like, um, you know, um, so if, you can't predict it like 100%. I think it's just a positivity that what matters, collaboration, yeah, with everybody.
So obviously you've been tested out quite a few times over the course, and we're talking about your career. You know, when you're there uh, with the artists and in that kind of musical space with all these other Estonian artists, do you have any? Are you
Mhm.
giving advice to the younger people, the people who are debuting? Uh,
It's hard because in this situation, you know, you have a rush, you need to put show together, everybody's so excited, you know, like everybody just, I think everybody's just bringing their talent, and you know, we all getting experience, you know, like experience with cameras, experience with working with team, making sure that you sound good, that you produced everything the right way, that your show looks nice, you know. So very hard to say, you know, like, because sometimes very good artists, you would say like, oh, this person really sings nicely, and on a show there would be some moments where you see like the person can work more on themselves, yeah, like as an artist. And you know, it doesn't matter, are you old or new artist, nothing matters really. You just like, I think you always start from the 0 point, and then you see where you can do better, you know. I think preparation is important, but once you're in the situation, you don't know, like, it's in Estonia super cold, like let's say half of the people I know already, they're gonna be like you know, like running around for stress, you know, everything is gonna come out. I'm myself like coughing right now, it's super cold, it's -20, and so and you know, like, you never know what day is gonna be like in your life, you know. You're gonna wake up and you're gonna have energy or not, you know, you don't know, but you just like try to do your best, you know. And of course, I think the most important is to sing for the big audience, to get this, you know, experience. Yeah. And after all, you're going to have a beautiful filmed show, and it's going to stay, and people can come back to it if they want to, you know. That's cool.
That is very cool. And so what kind of song, I mean, well, talk us through the song. What does it mean to you? What was it like producing it? You know, where were you in your mindset when you produced that song?
So, well, this song was produced for me by a beautiful team, actually very international team, even though all these people live in Estonia, but actually songwriter girl Renee, she's from UK. Another producer is from Canada, Robert Montes, and beat and also music was producing my husband, Jason Hunter. He's from California. So, but everybody lives here in Estonia at the moment. So that's why we could put it together. And you know, this song is very positive, and it's about the moment when you search for love. You know, you really need to give a chance to another person, you know, before you write it off. Let's say, oh, I don't like this, or I don't like that. But you need to give a chance and see how you feel. And of course, you love yourself before you love somebody else. That's the rule, you know. You come as a whole, and then, you know, if you can add some other person to your life, you know, pretty much. That's why, you know, lyrics are saying, you know, I know exactly what I like, you know, in terms of like, I really feel what I need in my life and what I want to attract in my life. And once I know it, you know, the right people gonna show up in your life, and you're like a magnet, you know. Sometimes, yeah. So and once you send a good energy to other person, let's say lover or husband, it doesn't matter, your child, you know, it doesn't matter, friends. So somehow the goodness gonna come back to your life. So that is, I guess that's the deep meaning of this song. Yeah, and maybe it's a little like flirty and like has a lot of this fun energy, but I think the core is still like self-love, self-acceptance, and then, you know, communicating with other people, you know, through that feeling, you know, with universe also. Yeah.
The song is called Be Good. And as I mentioned, it's going to be performed in the semi-final for Eesti Laul on the 20th of January. The video is got a lot of energy to it. There's a lot of sort of, you talked about the idea of it being fun, about being positive. You got a lot of dancing, a lot of movement, a lot of kind of, you know, it starts off in a bar, we got all these kind of people sitting
Yeah.
around, and it just naturally evolves this sense of fun. How are you going to try and bring that on stage
Uh-huh.
in the competition?
So you wanna think like a dance show, you know? So we're putting together show with the dancers who were in the video. So we can't take all of the 10 dancers, but we can take four beautiful girls, and they're gonna do nice show, you know.
Hmm.
We're gonna dance a little bit, you know, pose and do fun stuff.
Will you be joining in? Will you be doing the moves?
Not so much, you know. I think I'm gonna be like walking through this.
Because you use dancers a lot in various other performances you've done, and all your videos are very strong visuals as well. How do you view that relationship between the visual of a song and its performance and the song itself?
Mhm. So for this song, we definitely had inspiration, a wonderful band called Jungle. I don't know if you know these beautiful videos where everything filmed like a one shot and it's very well choreographed, yeah, and beautiful music. So our video director, Mark Gusakov, he showed me this vibe, and I was like, oh my god, like it really clicked in my heart, and I thought like that's amazing that we as a team would be able to represent our Estonian dancers, you know, our finest dancers really from different styles, Vogue, hip hop, and heels. There is all our dancers in the video, they all dance different styles. Yeah, they represent our, you know, culture.
Cool. So again, Eesti Laul, for you to go for Eurovision, is Eurovision something that you've followed for a long time? Is it quite an important part of your life? And you know, what's your
Mhm.
relationship to Eurovision like?
Of course, I watch every May. You know, me and my family, we sit down and watch the shows. It's so much fun. You know, I think it's in Europe is a really strong influence. You know, like even if you're not like following every artist and every country like you guys do. I don't know how you have all this energy, but and time, you know, but you know, that's the purpose. And yeah, but still we check it out all the time, you know, so it's like it's natural for Europeans, I guess, you know, in general, to watch Eurovision every year, and sometimes participate, sometimes like judge a little bit, you know. Sit down and mark who you like, who you don't like, but it's very, you know, it's funny. You By the end of the day, you just see like when performance really enjoy themselves and don't care too much, you know, like don't hold on like that's my last chance in my life, you know. uh if people are, you know, if artist is free and just enjoying this process, it shines through always.
What's your
Yeah,
first
so
memory of Eurovision?
mm, well, hard to say, you know. Concrete memory, I think I don't have, just like I think this experience of just watching it, you
Hmm.
know. Yeah,
And what would it mean for
checking
you
out.
as an artist to represent Estonia if you were to get through?
Oh wow, it's magical, you know, it's magical. That means that my art really touched the heart of our community, and that means a lot. I think it's a beautiful feeling. That would be a wow, amazing, amazing feeling. Yeah.
And
Especially you know, like I think the most important is like that you feel that you're authentic to yourself, and like people just love you as you are. That is beautiful thing, you know. So
yeah, and if you could give one piece of advice to Sofia of 2004, the first time she ever did Eesti Laul, what would you say to her?
I would just say myself, just show up and do the best you can. Just show up for yourself and for everybody else. Yeah.
Beautiful. And do you have a message for our listeners around the world, people who might be discovering you for the first time?
Um, Yes, of course. Just enjoy, um, dance to it, I guess, and I think it's interesting, like when you see person like singing, just check out what else they are doing, besides the let's say commercial Eurovision stuff. Like, so dig always a little deeper, listen a few more songs, see if that will touch your heart. I like always when I, let's say, discover a totally person when I never heard before. uh, I check out what else they're doing besides this song or that song. So just like look around, see maybe there's going to be something what can touch you in a way.
What song would you recommend for me that they check out after?
Okay, after Be Good, you can check out Great Life. It's like mantra. So yeah, with that song, I guess we can also, um, call out everybody and wish a good year
Yeah.
of 2024. Yeah,
Yeah, here we are. And where
yeah.
can people find you online?
Spotify. Yeah, that's the easiest. Whatever you do, we are everywhere. All digital platforms, so, and YouTube channel, of course, and so yeah.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Sophia. We too
Thank you
are
so
every
much.
we
Mhm.
too are everywhere. We're on Blue Sky, Twitter, not Twitter, X, Facebook, anywhere you want to find us. Give us a follow, give us a follow on Spotify, and yeah, stick with us as we continue through the Eurovision 2024 season. And thank you so
Yeah.
much to Sofia Rubina for taking the time out this morning to chat with us. It has been a
Thank you for your time. Yeah, thank you.